Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Saints going up against the Packers. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. They'll come out in the pistol, and they're going to go soft on the corners. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And the catch made here by Sharon Peete. And it's a fumble. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 39!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This will be taken at the 10. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Now let's go!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. To throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy. But every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to roam now. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got Peak. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go now. Great.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Now let's go. Boo, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peake, was the target. And now it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
And the D looking like they may blitz. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Peake's got it over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Defense showing blitz.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll look to throw here. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers get a score closer. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some room to work. And a cut to the sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one.
There he goes right side. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints just continue to roll. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it here to Peak. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And they're going to speed things up here.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a draft...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 14 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less then do exactly what we saw there.
Second down, 8. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Set, 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A strong running. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Set, green, 39.
Oh, look at this play call. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the gadget play here on fourth down winds up backfiring. And the Saints will have the football back. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Set, 3-19.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. fighting through. They can't tackle him. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now the Packers get set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now.
And 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.